Ooh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yep. How many people does it take to screw in the light bulb? I'll tell you. Takes 45 people when I bring them to my house because my light bulb's kind of fucking complicado. Why the fuck am I talking about light bulbs? I just want to take my light bulb, set a light bulb. Okay, yes indeed. Let's get the show started with my knees. Whoa, that was terrible. Ugh. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Bropinionated, the show that has nothing to do with everything. I'm one of your hosts, Conor Biddle, and today I'm joined by a shrugging man named Jesse Siddle. Oh, wow, you liked that?
That was so intense, dude.
You actually liked that? I thought
you got me on the edge of my seat.
I thought I was going to get a big grimace from you.
That was a good
one.
That was one of your better ones.
Jesse Siddle.
We need to get people in early. You got to draw them
hooked
in.
Him. I just hooked him. That's called a hook, people.
Now, let me reel them in.
Ooh, give him something. Give him some good.
You might have seen me do something a little bit earlier today that has been causing a lot of guff in my relationship around the house.
Okay, what was it? I didn't see anything bad.
Okay, well, let me tell you what it was.
Oh, was it noise related?
Maybe. No, I don't think so. So we're doing another breakfast pod. Okay, it's another early morning. This is when we record. I don't know if I necessarily need to qualify it every time because this is just when we record at this point.
Yeah, but it's, I think it's good for the people to know that we are fresh out of bed.
I do this thing that I think is incredibly smart that drives my wife, who's not a sponsor, so we don't use her name. It drives her nuts. I trim my beard.
Oh, I did hear this.
I trim my beard usually in the guest room, but sometimes I'll do it in the living room.
No, it's weird.
And so this is the thing. People think I'm a fucking lunatic for doing it.
It's really weird.
Now so it is right. It is weird. So people think I'm weird. I think I'm a genius. And let me tell you why. Okay, here's what. I trim my beard and I have a Dyson vac. Shout out to Dyson, bro. If you don't have a Dyson vac, you're not an adult.
Okay,
I'm just going to say that.
Willing to give you that. And Dyson's high on my list of desires.
You need to get a Dyson.
They're nice as shit.
We're talking the cordless Dyson, the new one. It is it is a life changer. Especially if you have a dog. If you have a dog or any type of
shedders.
Any type of shedder,
yeah,
get you a Dyson.
Also,
vac.
It makes futuristic sounds as well. Like the sounds that thing makes are enough to make a man go wild.
It's enough to make a man go nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
sorry.
It weirdly enough makes me excited to do chores, which is a whole thing.
You know what?
I think that's also getting slightly brainwashed by my wife, but that's fine. So I trim my beard. And I feel like people are probably going to get caught up on the fact that I just said this and then left it. I trim my beard in kind of open spaces.
He does it just let me paint the picture here. So I'm here. We're setting up for the pod. Jesse's standing next to his dining room table in front of a full-length mirror.
Yeah.
Shaving his beard.
Trimming. Not shaving.
Trimming his hefty beard, and the hairs are going all over the ground.
Yeah.
Just to paint the picture.
So
continue.
Look, you're exactly right, by the way, except for the shaving part. Here's why I do it. I have been scorned. I've been ridiculed by my significant other when I do it at the sink and I miss hairs. Right, like when I'm cleaning up. I have to deal with so many nooks, so many crannies. I mean, there's just too many of those, right? I mean, how many nooks and crannies can a man handle? There's too many.
If anything, one, but probably none.
So I came up with this basically, I guess I really came up with it in COVID because I wasn't going to barbershops because they weren't open. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait, why don't I just do what every barbershop does and just trim my beard in the open and then just vacuum it? Or you could sweep it, whatever, and then just vacuum up, and you're good. Anyway, all right. Sorry.
Agree.
I do notice that you are hot about something. What's going on there? You seem to be a little bit fervorous.
I'm rage-ridden.
He's rage-ridden. Yeah, no, I get it. We've all been there. It happens to the best of us. It really does.
It really does. And what I'm feeling very is the fucking stigma.
Okay, I love it.
Around cologne and perfume.
Ooh.
And that there's my favorite scents are perfumes.
Your favorite scents. And then what about your favorite scents?
Taste.
Yeah, taste is a good one.
But I'm feeling a really type of way because I think it's ridiculous. So we've gendered fragrances, right?
Yeah.
We have. And
We
genders
really
are a
have.
thing of the past. Let's just call it, they're a thing of the past.
They're a thing of the past.
If you're even using the word gender, you should probably go back to reading school.
I'm pro, just do your thing.
Bropinionated is, just so everyone knows, pro just do your thing.
That's just, dude, we are pro, just do your thing. You know?
And that, I think that's good. And so what I feel like is that we've gendered fragrances for many, many years, right? It's cologne is for men traditionally, and perfumes are for women traditionally.
Definitely.
Yes. And it's so fucking stupid. Colognes? What is musk? What are colognes? They just smell like, you just like spray it and it's like musky. And it's just like, what the fuck does that even mean? That's made up. That's not a scent.
Yeah.
And then perfumes are like flowers and like the
very
best
floral.
smelling things you can imagine.
Agreed.
And we've created this like thing where traditionally men are supposed to smell like musky, weird scents that are artificial and nowhere in nature, and then women are supposed to smell like beautiful flowers and shit. I use perfume exclusively.
Really?
I love perfume. I love a body spray or a perfume. My partner uses perfume.
Yep.
Yes. I had cologne for many fortnights. I love fragrances. We're a big fragrant family.
We like smelling
We
good.
love smelling good. And
Do you, baby?
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking use perfumes. But here's what I'll say. I feel like it is a actual feeling, and this is fucked up, is that I would feel nervous to tell like sort of like a guy's guy. You do what? But it's sad, right? Because it's like, oh, I want to smell amazing and like whatever beautiful smell it is. Yeah. But I'm nervous that I'll get roasted for it because I like a female smell. But it's funny because in theory, the concept is that men love the smell of traditionally women that smell like these like natural, flowery, whatever. So why the fuck wouldn't I want to smell like that? I want to attract other men.
I don't know. I mean, is that true?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
Not sexually.
So then you said it.
But I want to attract them as friends.
Okay. So now you're using it as sort of like a ploy, like a trap.
Well, no, I didn't want to get into the trap aspect of it. That wasn't supposed to be. Okay. Did I say that?
You did.
Did I say that or think that?
Well, I think you didn't say it, but you definitely implied it.
Did I think that?
Yeah, you don't need to point to your head to show that you were thinking.
This is where I think. This is where I talk.
Got it. So just for the listeners at home, he pointed to his brain, and then for thinking, and then he pointed to his mouth for talking, just so you guys know.
Just so you're aware.
So I love this one. I think this is great for us to chat about because I do think there are a couple things that jump out to me as other things that maybe shouldn't be gendered. That I like drinks, for instance, cocktails.
Exact same concept.
This is the same thing. And the thing about like colognes and perfumes is like, they'll be like, okay, so this is the female, this is perfume, and it smells like floral, and then they're like, and then this one's cologne, and it smells like tobacco and whiskey. You know, this one smells like a hard day's work, and you're like, all right, like that's cool, but like I don't necessarily love that smell. Two other things. So cocktails, just chill with the cocktails, dude. Don't judge me for ordering something that tastes good.
Dude, it tastes amazing.
Just because you want to drink fucking whiskey and socks doesn't mean that I need to.
Literally.
Doesn't make you more of a man, Ronnie.
But it's crazy because as much as we're both cognizant of that, it still affects me, right? I'm going to admit to it. It's like, you still have that, like if you're in the wrong kind of crowd and you're like,
I really want that Cosmo.
That fucking
I want to order the Cosmo,
daiquiri.
But instead I got to get an old fashioned because I want to pretend that I got hair on my nutsack.
Yeah, but my hair ain't been growing for years.
Yeah, well, that is also because of the rashes.
Well, yeah, because the rashes block the hair, obviously.
Well, it's part of the deal.
It's part of the rash deal.
I like ordering something that tastes good. Excuse me, Mr.
Fuck, Ronnie.
Excuse me, Mr. Lawmaker. The other one is I was gonna just kind of get to is body washes. Like, what are we doing?
Irish Springs.
Why do I have to get the one that looks like it was sold at? It's like an oil can, and they're like, "This is for men. It's cedar and it's car parts. This smells like wood,
mechanical engineering.
This smells like wood and oil." And you're like, "Why?" They're like, this is the only one you can buy. And I get a side eye from the woman at the CVS. She's like, really? You're getting the Rose Dove soap? And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking delicious.
What do you mean?
And I'm like, it tastes so good.
Also, I mean, not to harp on this and bring it to this, but it's all comes back to capitalism. And it's just they want us to buy shit. So they've made up all these rules and bullshit so that certain genders will think that they're supposed to buy different things. Because then in a household where you have maybe a married couple, a heterosexual married couple, bam, bam.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Then they buy 2 things instead of 1 soap. Because you got to have... Well, he's got to have a soap, and she's got to have a soap. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Fuck you, capitalism. I'm coming for you.
Well,
you think you can fucking live another day?
Who are you talking to? Capitalism
as
a whole?
Capitalism.
You know it's not a person, right? It's not like a...
Wasn't that the first
man.
President?
It's... No. That was...
Wasn't capitalism?
Well, that was...
Terry Washington?
Yeah,
Terry?
Yeah. That was Tom Hanks.
I think it's probably about that time for...
Oh, is it time? Yeah, we should probably...
It's time for a commercial break for sure.
Let's go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Have you ever went to the store and said to yourself, God damn it, that is way too expensive. I don't want that. Have you ever wondered why can't I have that for less? Introducing, why is it so cheap.com? Everything's cheaper than it should be, and none of it's stolen. And that's our mission, is to make sure everything's cheap and none of it's stolen. Sure, maybe I found it in the garbage and all of it was free. But I didn't raid anyone's home to take it and then resell it on that's so friggin' cheap.com. We have all of those URLs. They do.
Let's get back to the show.
Welcome back to Bropinionated, Jesse. What the hell? You're dancing, but I know it's out of like some sort of passion.
Hey guys, I'm rage-filled dancing currently. I am hot about something, and it's something that happened to me recently, and I'd like to address it, and I'd really like to just get into it right now. Okay, so
let's do it. Let's hear.
We're gonna get straight into this thing. I went to a birthday party recently. I have a lot of friends. It's kind of what happens. People seem to be aging, and they have birthday parties from time to time.
Yeah.
I actually went to a birthday party. It was the night before my birthday. And I was like, we get it. It's fine. That's enough cake. Don't do a thing for me. Let's just have this one.
Yeah.
So I go to the birthday party. We're having fun. The person whose birthday it was, she really wanted to play Pictionary. Everybody wanted to. So now it's like, all right, fuck. Well, I guess we got to play Pictionary. Birthday party rules. You do whatever the birthday person wants.
Without a doubt.
So now we're playing Pictionary. I feel... I truthfully hadn't played since I was, for like a very long time, I hadn't played Pictionary. Mm-hmm. I go up, I'm actually the last person to go on my team. I'm the last person to go for the night. And we need like 2 points. That's it to get it. As soon as the round starts, I realize I got no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Oh, no.
I got no clue how to do this. I got no clue. I have no ability to think of something and then draw it. Right?
Wait, what was the object?
First thing, syringe.
Okay.
Syringe.
And you're up there blank.
As soon as I drew one line, I went, oh no. I was very confident going into it, by the way. I had watched other people do it. We'd been doing it all night. There's like 15, 20 people there. I watched everybody else do it. I was the last person to go. I was like, yeah, I can do that. That's no problem. Didn't even occur to me to think about how shitty I am at drawing. As soon as I draw one line, I realize, I don't know how to do this at all. Nothing. Blank. I go blank completely. I'm now pointing at a syringe that is just a couple lines basically next to each other. And then I try to draw like blood, I guess. It did not work. And they're guessing, just outlandish shit. Next one, javelin. I just drew a line.
Was there a point?
I drew one line. I drew a diagonal line and then pointed to it.
No.
And then looked at him going,
why didn't you draw like a point?
Why didn't you get it? No, I didn't draw. I didn't do anything. I just drew a line. So now I got the Pictionary yips, okay?
Which are real.
Which is a real thing. And it's the same feeling as when I've been in the big leagues pitching or whatever in front of 50,000 people and I get the yips, which is a terrifying feeling.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if there's 50,000 or 10 people.
Yup.
It's the yips is the yips is the yips.
Your whole body sinks.
I'd like to just call attention to what I would say is maybe a slight disorder, which is the Pictionary yips. And I had this feeling because I got it's a bunch of people I didn't even know very well, just cracking up,
dude,
dying laughing at me. And I felt this sense of like, fuck this. Like, get me out of here. It's the longest minute of my life. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm about to leave. And I was like, I could make this about me and like get mad and be like that guy at a party. And I really felt like that. I felt like this, like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I don't know any of you people, you're laughing at me. I'm like trying, you know? So my wife is just roasting me. She's just leveling me.
I can picture her absolutely roasting you.
She just goes, "That's the best you got." And I'm just like, shut up.
She's loving
You
it.
know that I can't. You know that I have to. You know that I deal with the Pictionary yips. And so, anyway, I say all that to say, I get done. I tough it out. We don't get any points. We lose. I mean, it's
now. Are you flush? Are you flush?
I'm flush for sure. I'm
absolutely
gaunt
flush.
at best. I've lost weight in the minute. I mean, I'm down 20 pounds.
Your whoop is yelling.
My whoop is yelling at me.
250 beats per minute. What do you have, the Pictionary
My
yips?
BPMs are just bonkers.
Yeah.
So I get done, and everybody's cracking up. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to fucking leave this party. I really am. I'm over this shit. And so I decide, you know what? All right, Jess, come on. Buckle down. Be a good boy. Relax. Don't make this about you. It's a birthday party. Let's all have fun. But then everybody gets the idea. Everybody together as a team I will, they're going to have me draw, and then everybody as a team has to guess what I'm drawing. And we'll see how long it can take. And that, I was almost like, I'm flipping the fucking table. But the whole crowd wants it to happen. I'm saying like it's 150 people. It's like 20 people tops.
That's a lot of people.
But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, all right, like I could either lean in and be fun, or I could just like fucking yell at them and be a dickhead. I decided not to be a dickhead. And I was like, all right, you know, I'll do it. It'll be fine. And it was ugly, dude. I can't draw for shit, turns out. But I ended up, I got to pick my own thing. I just did. I looked through all the cues or whatever and fucking chose Frankenstein, and I nailed a Frankenstein.
How did you
ugly
nail
ass
a Frankenstein?
Drawing. Ugly. I did bolts in the neck and then the hair. You know, the
so
hair.
You crushed the
hair.
Frankenstein. You didn't do this. You didn't crush the syringe or the javelin. Though.
Syringe, javelin.
So were you a little less yippy? I
needed to bring down the energy level.
You had to take a breath. You had to have a moment. Because what you're talking about right now, I might even extend further, is the game night yips.
Yeah.
Because I actually believe game nights, almost every time at least one person leaves feeling exactly how you felt.
Yeah.
Because it is real.
Yeah.
It is a real thing when you feel stupid, basically. It's like what it ends up being, I feel like boiling down to. It's like, I feel stupid because I couldn't get that charade because I didn't know that actor that everyone's like, you don't fucking know that?
You don't know Jude Law, dude?
What the fuck?
That is so real.
How can you not draw a syringe? And it's like, what the hell? Yeah. Like you see, I always find it crazy because I completely agree. It's like, if I was there, I can see you floundering.
Oh, dude.
And I'm not, I might be laughing, but I'm really like, I gotta look out for this guy because I know how he's feeling right now because it is a genuinely terrible feeling.
Dude, it's
and
rough.
it's like, it really is like, I think it's a great thing you bring up because it's something that I feel like we can easily sort of brush under the rug. Like, oh, it's just game night. Yeah, you're just kind of nervous. But it's like, no. You wanted to literally leave.
I wanted to leave.
You were like, I hate this. I want to leave.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it goes back to this like childlike feeling of like, I don't know, like when you would freak out and kind of have like a tantrum because you felt so shitty.
Yeah,
or something. It's so real, and everyone deals with it.
Well, because as an adult, there's not I don't know. I mean, there's just not a ton of times where you're put on the spot like that. It's something you just fucking suck at.
Right, because we usually choose
completely
what we
unprepared.
Do.
You wouldn't do that in a normal circumstance, right?
No, never.
But on game night, all of a sudden, game night's always it's like always pushed on you a little bit. From the three people who really want to play,
are really good at
just
games
like,
too.
Yo, we gotta play Pictionary, and you're just like, I don't want to fucking play Pictionary at all, but you don't want to be that guy who's like, I don't want to play Pictionary.
No, yeah.
So you gotta roll with the flow. Even though, as soon as I picked up that marker and drew that first line, I was like, yo, I can't draw for shit,
dude.
And everybody's just like, Biddle can't draw. Oh, you fucking son. I'm just like, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
Yeah, because I think there's another thing at play for you, which is like, because you're like a confident, like very charismatic guy who is kind of chill and goes with the flow. No one's sitting there being like, Biddle's going to be feeling like shit right now. No. He'll probably be laughing at himself. And so
I think there was also an intention of like, oh, he should be fine at this. You know, he's not going to be fucking terrible. And it turns out
But
like,
part of the reason you ended up being bad was because you got the yips and you panicked.
Yeah, and I
and
started-
that's
yeah.
when your mind shuts down. All bets are off.
It's
on game
game
night.
over, dude.
You're fucked, and you're gonna feel like dog shit.
especially for a game that is so, you got to be on, man.
And you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick because
They
you're
were like,
kind
why
of
didn't you
racing.
draw a stick figure throwing a javelin through the air? I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to draw? What are you talking about?
No, because
What are you talking about?
They didn't know you had the yips. But here's the thing that's also funny about game night is like, I genuinely think that your next game night, you're gonna have to do some mental preparation before the game night to remind yourself, like, okay, it's just a game. And that's so funny that we like create like game night's very commonplace for a lot of different friend groups. But like, how many people are secretly like mentally preparing for feeling shitty?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna feel dumb about a particular thing about a game. Probably like it's probably not communicated that much because we're all having fun, man. We're all having fun. It'd be funny if everyone there at the end left and was like, man, that one thing, I felt so fucking dumb. Or like I got the yips up there with this. But what if they didn't even clock it on you? You know? It's so weird.
So this is why we need like a post-game press conference.
Yes.
Post-game nights, you
How
know.
does everyone feel? Everyone
they get the
good?
table, everybody sits there, you got the mics in front, and they're just, you got a reporter who's like, okay, so, you know, in the second round of charades, you look like you were really locking up because the clue was Clint Eastwood, and you were having a hard time, you know, what happened out there? And you're like, well, to be honest, I actually haven't fucking seen one Clint Eastwood movie. Didn't even know who the motherfucker was.
Yep.
And I was just too nervous to say that to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's a great way for us to break down the barriers.
I
also
think you're
think
dead on.
game night skills coach, you know, kind of like somebody who walks you through it. You call before a game night. You're like, hey, look, I just really need to talk about this. I got a big game of charades coming up. I'm fucking nervous about it, and I would love to just kind of like, you know, and they hype you up, they pump your tires a little bit, they maybe give you some
You know
clues.
what's crazy is like I know you're kind of joking, but like at least like a person at the game night who's designated, like making sure everyone's feeling good. Because again, no one wants you to get up there and want to die.
No.
Because you are freaking out. No one actually wants that. It's all fun for everyone
Yeah,
else.
except for
But,
the
like,
over competitive dude.
Yeah,
who's in
who
the
wants
corner,
to
like,
win.
oh, dude, that guy's got the yips. You got to attack him.
And that's
attack
why,
him.
and that's why that person's not the nice person who's there to like make sure, like, hey, Jess, like, you know, oh no, Jess is doing great. You're doing great, Jess. Don't worry. We need a designated. You have designated drivers. We need a designated sweetie.
Designated sweetie.
Designated
Little
sweetie
DS?
at all game nights.
I kind of dig that. That's kind of a fun vibe.
I'm all in on that.
I'd actually love to be that.
I love that. And this is perfect timing.
Yeah.
I think that's our episode.
I think that's it, though. I think
If you
we
want to
did it.
follow us at Bropinionated, we got a little doggy here.
Sorry,
and
that dog just
you can
came
contact us at hello@bropinionated.com if you want to contact us. And as always,
As always, see you next week.